Hello Pokemon fans, it's Mitch here from Retro Stitch Gaming, back again with another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Fire Red. In the last episode we finally obtained our last party member, Electabuzz. Let's have a quick recap of the team actually before we get going. We've got Rue, our newly caught Kangaskhan. We've not had her for too long. You guys voted for her to be put into the team, so there she is. We've got Randy, our level 35 Nidoking. Sparks, our newly caught level 32 Electabuzz. Baku, our level 35 Hypno, Jacob, our level 34 Persian, and Leonardo, our level 38 Blastoise. We're just going to surf our way down to the Seafoam Islands in this episode, just to, just to fight these trainers, get this experience point, check out Electabuzz, well, Sparks, see what she's all about. Question of the day in the last episode, it was a bit of an easy one. I think pretty much everybody got it right. I thought it would be an easy one, but I didn't expect everybody to get it right. But it was what do all the Pokemon professors have in common? Which is obviously that they're all named after trees. Professor Oak, Professor Elm, Professor Birch, etc. My question of the day for today is, who was the 7th Pokemon Ash obtained? So we'll see how many people know that. I'm sure a lot of people will. But any people who've not seen the earlier episodes, any of the younger people might not know. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how many know that. All these trainers down here should be fairly easy for Sparks with that Thunder Punch. Most of them should be one-hit KOs really. Got pretty decent attack Electabuzz, so first time I've used an Electabuzz since Pokemon Crystal, like I said, so I'm really looking forward to using it. Let's take on this other guy. Wait, slow down, you'll have a heart attack. That's a bit extreme, we're only walking down the beach. Swimmer Reese, so you got Goldeen. Yeah, these are all going to be very easy. The only thing I'm worried about a bit is that Thunder Punch doesn't have a lot of PP, so we can take out at least 15 Pokemon though, because I don't think there'll be anything that can withstand more than one hit really. Unless there's maybe a Tentacruel, they're quite bulky aren't they, so we'll find out. Hoping to just sweep through these trainers all pretty quick, and then once we beat all these trainers we'll be able to fly on over. Oh no, we won't fly on over to Saffron City actually, we've got to go up the bike road still. Plenty of trainers on there to take on, plenty of XP that we need. Our team should be in a pretty good position level wise then, hopefully by the time that we get to the Silph Co. Got all those Team Rocket members to sort out, also a pretty decent rival battle with Assface as well. His team's pretty strong by that point, so shouldn't be too much trouble anyway, but let's do some proper surfing. The first time we've been out on the ocean with our Blastoise. I look at the sea to forget all the bad things that happened. Oh, well, that's depressing. This guy can walk on water. Pretty crazy. Right, well, this is going to be another easy win. Sparks is definitely going to fly up the levels in this episode. She'll hopefully be, well, she'll probably end up being one of our strongest leveled Pokemon by the time this episode ends. As long as her PP doesn't run out too quickly. It's a shame that she doesn't know Thunderbolt. Hopefully she will. We've not got the TM for it. We can buy the TM from the Selenor City Game Corner, I think, but it's quite expensive, so hopefully she'll learn it just through leveling up. We could always teach a Shockwave for another electric move if we have to. We did find the Thunder TM, but I'm not going to bother with that. I prefer to just have Thunderbolt if we can get it. Always prefer to use Thunderbolt to Thunder, same with Flamethrower to Fire Blast. It's just so much more accurate. It's not that much weaker. They're both strong enough moves without it, so it's going to be another easy win. Feel quite bad going around electrocuting all these poor water Pokemon. Absolutely love electric Pokemon. I always tend to have an electric Pokemon in my team. Water Pokemon are obviously my favourite, as I've said loads of times before. Oh no, not Protect. But yeah, I really like electric Pokemon. Always just seem to be able to hit really hard. Really good special attack normally, like with Psychic Pokemon. They're just so quick and hard hitting normally, electric Pokemon. That's what I love about them. Most of them seem to have really cool designs as well. Most electric Pokemon I can think of, I love the designs for. Absolutely love Electabuzz' design. And yeah, Raichu, absolutely love Jolteon. Zapdos is my favourite of the 3 original legendary birds. Luxray is my favourite electric Pokemon, absolutely love Luxray. Really awesome design Luxray, I think it looks so badass, really like cool and dark. There we go, level 34 already. Take this guy on as well. Plenty of swimmers. What's behind the horizon? Rocks. We can't get out there. It's always funny how there's always these rocks out in the ocean in Pokemon games to stop you getting any further. Oh, another horse there. Plenty of horses about. We've only got 3 PP. I might have to fly on back to the Pokemon Centre. Tentacool. Surprised that we've not... Have we bumped into a wild Tentacool yet? Seems strange that we've not been absolutely swarmed by them like normal. They're the Zubat of the ocean normally, so... Especially in this game. Oh, that's our last Thunder Punch. Might just use one of our Evas. I don't really use them for anything else, so... Or F or however you're meant to pronounce it. I don't think I pronounce it right. We'll keep Sparks out. Should be able to do enough. A couple of Swifts should still do the trick. Got decent attack, so... Oh, that did more damage than I expected, actually. Right. Yeah, I'm just going to use an effort, because I can't be bothered to go all the way back to the Pokemon Centre to swim back down. I bet we've got plenty anyway. It's not very often that you have to use them. Yeah, we've got 4. I may as well use one, why not? Let's take on this guy here. Come on, you. Stop swimming away. That's one thing I love about the new Pokemon games, how you ride on the back of the Lapras. That looks absolutely cool. Rather than just surfing on some sort of blob or whatever it is. Looks a bit like a whale maybe. I don't know. They've just all got that same sprite, haven't they? And then in the older games, Gen 1 and 2, well, I think Gen 2, it turned into a Lapras that you'd surf around on, wasn't it? I think it was the shape of a Lapras. And I don't even know what it was meant to be in Gen 1 that you surfed on top of. Oh wow, Poliwhirl. It's a Pokemon I like. Hoping we could teach Sparks Fire Punch as well at some point, that'd be awesome. Get that fire coverage in the team. We definitely need to teach a fire move to somebody now that Polly's not in the team. Because we've not got anybody to handle grass and bug Pokemon now. So that's a definite weakness in our team at the moment. So we definitely need to find someone who can fill that void. Got a nice little double battle here. Not had a double battle for a while. Sissambro, Lear and Luke. Goldeen and Seaking. Who have we got? Oh, Randa. Nidoking and Electabuzz. Pretty cool matchup. Let's go for the... Let's try and get rid of that Seaking first. And let's go for Strength. Strength for doing a decent amount. Really need to get some better moves for Randa. Kind of wishing that I taught Rock Slide to Randy rather than Kangaskhan now. Just in case I do drop Rue out of the team. It seems it's a bit of a waste of that move. Oh, also Static. I forgot that Sparks knows Static. Surprised that Seaking held in as well. We'll just go for a Swift. It should finish them both off, hopefully. He's going to be the fastest by miles. Awesome. Absolutely loving Electabuzz so far. Very impressed. I know we've only come up against Pokemon he's super effective against, but it's just sweeping everything that gets in her way so far, so... Should probably put someone else at the top soon. I think next time she runs out of PP for Thunder Punch, I'll switch someone else to the top, let someone else get some XP. We've got a couple of Pokemon a few levels behind still, so... Staryu and Starmie are a Pokemon I absolutely love. They're such a useful Pokemon. Starmie has such a wide move pool. She can learn, well, it can learn so many moves. I have a Starmie in my online battling team because it's just so good, so fast, and it can learn ice moves, psychic moves, water moves. You can even learn like Thunderbolt. It's just amazing. Such a good Pokemon. It's so fast as well. It hits really hard. You can learn healing moves like Recover as well. It's definitely probably the best water Pokemon in Gen 1, in my opinion. Even though Blastoise is my favourite by far and my favourite overall Pokemon, Starmie is just epic. Definitely advise using a Starmie if you ever need an idea for a water Pokemon. If you can get a Starmie in that game, definitely go for it. Evolves with a Water Stone, so it doesn't learn many moves, but you're going to teach it TMs most of the time anyway to get the full potential out of it. These women can walk on water as well, all these people performing miracles. You think they put them submerged in the water, these trainers, but I'm just picking faults for no reason. Can't believe how quick we're flying up the levels with Sparks. It's gone from our newest Pokemon to being it'll be our second highest leveled Pokemon after this battle. This Seeking could just withstand it again. No. Well played, Sparks. Awesome, an awesome amount of XP there as well. I'm just going to keep using it until that Thunder Punch runs out. Oh, Screech. I think we knew Leer, didn't we? So it's a massive upgrade on Leer. I do like Screech. It's a good move for harshly lowering defense. I always like to have someone in my team who knows a move or something similar to that. Which one still need to battle? Does this guy? Do we beat him? No, not yet. Here we go. Oh wow, 5 Pokemon. These are all going to be fairly low leveled, I imagine then. Well, we've only got 2 more Thunder Punches left. And then we're going to have to get someone else up on stage. Get a bit of action. Whenever I see like an Electabuzz, it always reminds me of... Does anyone remember in the... Well, when they went through Generation 2 in the anime? And there was that Yell, I can't remember her name. Was it Casey or something like that? Who Ash meets. She starts off with... I think she starts with a Chikorita in Newbark Town. And she's obsessed with the Electabuzz baseball team or something like that, I think it is. And she wants to collect all yellow and black Pokemon, striped, so she wants Pikachu, and an Electabuzz is her favourite Pokemon that she wants. And then Ash gives her a Beedrill that he catches in the book contest. Yeah, it always reminds me of her. Meet some really cool trainers along the way in the anime, don't you? Ash has met some awesome trainers along the way. I used to absolutely love Gara, even though he was a bit of a douche, really, weren't he? I used to absolutely love him. We'll swap it to Baku now that Sparks is out, just because his Psychic should be able to make short work of a Tentacruel, especially with how bulky they are. Yeah, like I said in the last episode, I taught him Dream Eater off screen just to go with that Hypnosis because it does so much damage, and it's a good way of healing yourself up if you're a bit injured as well, which is good. Fairly impressed with Hypno. Like I said, it's the first time I've ever used Hypno, so normally I've had a Kazam. I was a bit sceptical to start with. Drowsy was okay to start with, but since he's been a Hypno, Baku's, yeah, he's really impressed me. He's been pretty good, to be fair. I definitely love how good he is physically as well as just in special attack. Pretty bulky as well, whereas I'm used to Alakazam can't really take hits, but most of the time it doesn't matter. Alright, who should we put at the top? Let's put Jacob and Rue near the top, because they're both a bit behind. I think we've beat all them now, haven't we? Oh no, oops, nearly missed one. They've got some pretty green hair, haven't they? I've just noticed. It's a pretty... Oh no, now she's blonde. Okay, fair enough. I'm only just really twigging onto that for the first time. Could do with some better moves here, couldn't we, as well, for Jacob. I really want to get him a decent dark move. Something like, I don't know, is Night Slash... Can you get Night Slash in this generation, guys? I can't remember, but something like Night Slash would be perfect. I'm hoping that he learns Crunch, just to get an upgrade on that bite. I know that he'll definitely learn Slash at some point, which I can't wait for, because Slash is an awesome move. Feint Attack, okay, it gets his bye against some Psychic Pokemon. But if he can learn Crunch, that'd be really useful if we learn that before the next gym battle, obviously with Sabrina being Psychic, we've not really got anything super effective against Psychic. We've got a couple of moves in the team which are good against Psychic Pokemon, but then another thing, Psychic Pokemon normally aren't overly good defensive, some of them, so you can always just go play for full bulkiness, but that'd be Randy, and well, Randy is not going to fare well in that gym at all. It'd be a really bad idea to use Randy in that gym. Let's go for the Screech and lower that defense, because I don't think we're going to be able to take Seeking out in 1 or 2 hits, so hopefully now we'll do a fair bit of damage. Yeah, I definitely knew that it wasn't doing much. That was pretty useless, weren't it, using that one? I've never understood them moves like Mud Sport and Water Sport. Water Spout, whatever it's called. I just don't understand. It's a pretty useless move in my opinion. Like you want to learn, if you've got water Pokemon, so you teach it your water Pokemon, then you lower firepower. It's not really going to affect you anyway. So unless I'm understanding them wrong. God, some of these trainers have got so many Pokemon, but it's a lot of XP for us, which is good. It's probably not the most eventful episode, guys, but like with those episodes on the way down to Fuchsia City, some of them are going to be a bit boring, but it's what we need. We need that experience, and we need to grow our team in level so that we can progress through the story and progress as a Pokemon trainer and take on those upcoming challenges that we've got. I mean, I think it's going to be a pretty grueling couple of episodes when we have to go through the Silph fighting all those irritating Team Rocket grunts with their Zubats and Coffins. It's going to be pretty frustrating, but we'll get through it. Right, try and block this guy's path. I hate when you miss them and you have to chase them around trying to catch up with them. Swimmer barrier. Hoping we're about at Seafoam Island now. I'm going to swap out because that's going to have pretty good defence. Let's go into Leonardo. I've not used Leonardo for ages. But he's feeling a bit left out. Because he's on such a high level, he's been skipping battles lately. Aurorium. I definitely want to get Ice Beam from the game corner. I think you can buy it at the game corner. I don't know if you can find it throughout the game. I bet you can somewhere. But yeah, I definitely want to get that TM. Probably teach it to Leonardo, to be honest. Cloyster. It's going to be pretty bulky. I used to always think as a kid that, like before knowing Pokemon properly, that there was some sort of link between Cloyster and Ghastly, just because they were next to each other in the Pokedex. And then Cloyster's face just always reminded me of Ghastly, like the little face inside the pearl or whatever it's meant to be. It just always reminded me of Ghastly, so I used to think that it was some sort of connection between the two to start with. But you never know, there could be. There's loads of little Pokemon things like that, like the thing I was saying before about Gengar being Clefable's shadow and stuff like that, and Venonat looking like it should evolve into Butterfree really, and Metapod into Venomoth and stuff like that. There's loads of little Pokemon theories and little things like that keep you guessing, make you think stuff. It's like I always thought that when you've got these Dragon Pokemon in the game, it looks more like Dragonair should evolve into Gyarados more than the Magikarp, but then I suppose it's an old like Chinese story or something, isn't it, where the Magikarp gets to the top of the waterfall or the carp or whatever it is and then evolves into the dragon. There's some story behind it. I've probably got it horrendously wrong there, but I know it's something like that. Hopefully these ain't going to be too much of a pain. Hoping this is the last trainer on the route, so the episode don't drag on too long, guys. I hope you've still enjoyed the episode, even though it has been uneventful again. But yeah, I wanted to get it all done in one episode, just these. And then we've got the cycling road, which is probably going to be a frustrating episode as well. But I don't want to skip out all that lovely, easy XP that's just there for the taking. Baku should be able to absolutely swamp past most of those trainers on that bike road. Oh, for God's sake, Jacob, come on. Jacob's not been as lucky as he was in earlier on in the game. Oh my god, and again, as a Meowth, he was like the luckiest Pokemon going, and then he had a stint when he first evolved into Persian, constantly getting flinches and critical hits. But he's not had one for ages now. That should take him to 36. Well played, Jacob. Really want to learn a new move. Horse there, let's swap out, because we're going to have to give Rue a battle. Rue's a little bit behind. Right, you should be able to beat this horsey, surely, Roo. Oh, flinch at least. Well played, Roo. I just love how I've never really seen the sprite from behind properly because I've never had one in this game, but I love how you just got the baby looking over its shoulder. Oh, no, I don't want to... No, I don't want to rematch. Didn't mean to press that. By accident, use the VS Seeker. Right, let's put Roo at the top. Oh. Right. The girl with the green hair that turns blonde when you battle them. Yeah, we're almost at Seafoam Islands now. Swimmer Shell, Seadra. Loads of Seadras around here, isn't there? Alright, go for the rock slide. That's hopefully do a decent amount of damage. Well, we got a flinch away at least, but it didn't do a great amount. I definitely wish I'd taught rock slide to Nidoking now. Really regretting teaching it to Roo. Should have definitely taught it Randa. Never mind. Oh great, now we're probably going to keep missing because we've had that annoying smoke screen. Oh no, not too bad. Horse, well, a horsey shouldn't be no problem for you, Roo, after being a Seadra. Whenever I think of Seadras, I think of Kingdras. Anyone remember the episode in the anime, another Johto episode? Second time I'm mentioning Johto episodes in this episode, but when Ash fought the Kingdra with Totodile and it clamps its mouth shut with its bite. Oh, another Seadra. Come on, Roo. Oh, great, another smoke screen, so now we're going to keep missing even more. So I could go for Iron Tail instead, but the accuracy's that bad on that we'll definitely miss after a smoke screen. Just imagining how easy this route would have been if Sparks had a bit more PP. We would have swept this route within 10 minutes, easy. I hope that everyone enjoyed my, well, our review of Pokemon Red and Blue as well that went up on our channel before this video. Really enjoyed doing that review. It's in our retro review playlist for anyone who's interested in watching it. But yeah, really enjoyed that. One of the most important games in both our childhoods. Absolutely love them. The original games of this that we're playing now. They were just such influential and massive games. The franchise that they spawned was incredible. I'm hoping that's the last trainer. Awesome, thank God for that. And there's a wild tentacle. That might be like one of the only I can't remember if we bumped into another one or is that literally the first wild Pokemon we've encountered. I cannot remember. Oh, there's one trainer here. Let's take him on then. Oh, they say that missed. Oh no, he's not a trainer. Fair enough. I think there is one sitting in the water here, so let's just beat her before we finish this episode. A bit longer than I would have liked this episode to be, guys, so I do apologise about that, but it's better than splitting it in two and having two pretty uneventful episodes. I'd rather just get it all out of the way in one episode. That's a high-level Seaking. I was not expecting that. Let's swap out into... Let's give Baku a go. Psychic should do some decent damage. Also, I've mentioned in other videos about my Discord that I set up for my channel. And I've had quite a few people join so far from these videos where we get to talk about Pokemon and stuff. I'd love it if more of you joined. Feel free to join. I'd absolutely love it. Absolutely love you guys to join. Ugh, I can't get my words out. Yeah, the link's in the description below as always. So just click on there and join. Yeah, I absolutely love it if you join, so we can talk more Pokemon and more gaming and anime and movies, anything at all. That show, come on, is that going to take it out? Ugh. Let's just go for the headbutt, finish it off. Well played, Baku. Is that going to be enough to level up Baku? Oh, Roo grew to level 33 at least. Oh, not quite enough for Baku. Never mind. Right. I'm going to end this episode now, guys, so thank you so much for watching as always. Please don't forget to answer the question of the day, which today was, who was the 7th Pokemon Ash obtained? Thanks to any newcomers that have stayed and stuck around to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. I hope that I've done enough for you to hopefully subscribe to my channel and check out the rest of the series. The episodes are normally a bit more eventful than this. I do apologise for that, like I said. So hopefully you'll enjoy the next episode more. Thank you so much to all the regulars as well who have stuck through this series and watched every episode. I absolutely love you guys. It's absolutely incredible that you do that for me. I'm really glad that I'm doing enough to entertain you guys to keep coming back. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you all in the next episode.